Yo, it's your boy. Oh, let me start over again. Yo, it's your boy, JS One Supplier. It's Aries Lounge right here, VVC Life, the magazine, VVC Radio, the radio station, la. We are back once again. My dog has blessed me with another great sit down. I feel like every 3 or 4 years, it's essential that me and this guy sit down, because before it was video, we had him at the radio station. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then him and I got a chance to really sit down and talk about his history. Now, if y'all want to see that, I'll put the link right here below. So if you want to watch the original, if you want to know about where he came from, how he got started, all of that, it's in the link below. But today, he on mogul status now. Like before, he was just producing. He was kind of an artist. He was in and out. Now this guy got a label. Man, he almost a professor out here, Mr. PhD. He got so much stuff going on. We got to get caught up to what's going on in 2024, especially with the explosion of house music and club music into commercial, you know what I'm saying, visibility. Man, we got to talk about one of the legends in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he was what I called him a young legend. Now you just a legend, full on, man. I got Mighty Mark in the freaking building. What's up?
What up?
How you feeling?
Happy to be here. I'm feeling good. I can't complain at all. I'm feeling good.
I'm jealous as hell. Your beard is like all lustrous and full. Yeah, you got, you know what I mean? This thing got full beard. I can barely. This is the most I can get. It's not doing no more. You really got it cracking.
I'm trying.
Man, so you fully grown out here. You said you told me the baby's getting grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Girlfriend, the wifey now. So you a husband.
Yep.
Man, you got good cameras in your crib, man, because every time I see that content, your face crispy. The lights is twinkling in the background. I'm
trying to make it do what it do.
Man, so how you doing, man? You love it? Is life great for you?
Life is great, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain. I'm just working, just grinding, just trying to make the best out of everything.
Word. So tell me, how in the world did you get to the place that you in now? Like last time we sat down, you were rocking out of the Gold Room. Mm-hmm. We had done some events together, you know what I'm saying, for the Baltimore Media Coalition.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like, it just seemed like, well, first of all, I remember TT linked up with Issa.
Oh,
and then things started really taking off in that direction.
Yep, Dark City.
And then Dark City.
Yep,
the Netflix.
Yep.
Now I remember Dark City when we had it in the theater when she did the premiere down off of North Avenue.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, this." And then when I saw it on Netflix,
like,
yo, that was a big move, bro.
Right.
And weren't you like a producer or executive producer?
Yeah, I was with her from the beginning to the start. The music supervisor. Most of the tracks I created, I helped get her talent for different scenes. Like, hey, we should holler at 695, or we should holler at Big Nasty. We should holler at Scotty.
Right.
Help to do that, and really, it's really a musical. So, the music supervision and the production was really paramount to the film. Is like the music is kind of like one of the most important things in that film. So yeah, I was the music supervisor for Dark City, Beneath the Beat. And in terms of like the levels of success, really just grinding and seeing where you can be of service and being of help. You see an artist that's working, you might not just always have to make them a beat. Hey, do you need some help organizing your catalog?
Right.
How can I help your sessions go better?
Right.
Give them feedback on the songs that you didn't produce, that you didn't make the beat for. So just always seeing where you can help people. And when you help people, you're naturally going to help yourself.
Right. Facts.
And being genuine with it.
Word. How long did it take for you guys, like from beginning, like from the first meeting to, to all right, it's done, it's ready to go to print? Like, how long was that process?
Dark City took about at least 10 years. It took about 10.
I'm sorry. Did you say 10 years?
10 years. Time fly when you're having fun.
That's a fact.
Because she had the idea. She got a grant. She had times where like hard drives was corrupted and she had to start over as well. But once you got into like once she really got her thesis and really got the ball rolling, like she started shooting quickly. Once we got Kirby on board and he was wrapped in, they was just running. They were just, all right, we're shooting this day, shooting this day, shooting this day. She edited the whole thing herself. So a lot of people
Really?
don't know that. She edited the whole thing herself as well. But all in all, probably took about 10 years from start to finish to get it to Issa Rae, to get it the Color Creative, which is the management company, and Hooray Productions, and to get it on. And it probably took a few months for it to get on Netflix
Wow.
as well. So a lot of people see like the quick product, but don't see like
The
time.
tons, the tons of time
because,
and work that goes into getting it together.
because by the time it came out, some of the stuff in the film was like 2.5 years old by the time it came out,
right?
As well. But yeah, it was definitely a dope experience. It was our first film. It was my first time doing like music supervision for a whole project. But it was a blessing, and it got to share, and it got to show Baltimore and the creative actually light and show how powerful our sound is in a musical and creative way. I always link it to like a bunch of music videos put together, but those music videos are symbolic, or kind of like how Kanye West, when he came up with my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, he had the Runaway video, when he had all these movies to go with the actual songs. So yeah, like a Baltimore musical is not a documentary. It's like the history from A to B. But it's supposed to be that spark. People see Baltimore in a good light and say, "Oh yeah, I like this sound. You know, I want to go find out more about TSU Terry. I want to go find out more about Easy Jackson, Careers, Abdul Ali, Kadwani Fidel. I don't want to mess my man's name.
Shout out to him.
But I just want to find out about all these dope artists, and that's what it was supposed to be, kind of like a love letter to Baltimore, with club music being a soundtrack.
Yo, so I've never had a chance to interview TT in the recent years, but one of my questions I have for her, and I'm gonna throw this on you. Okay. What makes y'all working relationship so tight? Like, you guys have been working together well over a decade and have crafted so many great things. Like, what do you feel like is like the thing, the spark that makes y'all working relationship so great?
I think for me, I'm not going to say I don't have any ego, but I think I have a real low kind of ego. I really know with her as the artist, it's my job to create like the blanket or create the soundscape for her to get her ideas out. Gotcha. It's never really about me. Now I'll put my input, like, hey, maybe they should do this. But at the end of the day, she's going to be the vessel to carry out that track. Gotcha. So we got a song that's a real big hit called Pussy 8. It's one of her real early hits. And when we made that, me coming from Cherry Hill, like a lot of my older stuff before that was like, yeah, let's knock them out, like gritty, grimy gutter. So coming in with like, she like, don't want no car, don't want no cash, don't want no date. I just want my pussy 8. I'm like, oh, well, that's not really something that I would normally put out as a Murder Mark or a Mighty Mark style record. Right. But we started playing it at places like the Metro Gallery, Red Maple, the Crown. Still going up and down the East Coast. She was getting bookings in different states. We was getting college bookings. And when that song came on and they actually got to hear the lyrics, and then the crowd looked shocked, like what you said, because you got to think, this was before Cardi B. Nicki wasn't really rapping in that way. This was before that kind of rap. So she like, don't want no car, don't want no date. I just want, and it's like, and it just exploded. So, and I always trusted her vision, and I think that helps me work. That's been our main thing about working together, just believing and trusting each other, and helping each other out, and like knowing where. It's not really no motives. Like, I'm trying to work with TT because it's gonna blow me up or something. Because when TT first rapped over my track, I was kind of like bubbling as like the new club music producer on the scene. But her and her manager Jamal was working with Smash, and she was doing performing at the Velvet Rope and stuff of that. So we really was kind of on the same level,
right?
So it wasn't like, yeah, I'm trying to get this artist on my track that's still a vocal. And in my opinion, before me and TT, when it comes to like vocalists on club songs, a lot of them wasn't really getting featured like that. Like they wasn't getting pushed to the forefront. So you might have a vocal, and let's say the girl say, "Boy, don't waste my time."
Right.
I don't know who the girl is. But I love that song. You might though. You might.
True. But actually, I don't know who it is. But I'm saying you're so right because nobody thought to bring those people to the forefront, because it was really about the DJ or the producer at the time.
Right. So
that the record dropped on.
So I'm thinking, I still want a little bit of. I still want a little about the DJ a little bit. But what if we put the artists and put them on the pedestal and both of us rise together? Right. So now we got two club powerhouses instead of one as well. But yeah, we just feed off. I actually I texted TT this morning. She sent me this song that she's working on. She's in LA right now, but we still cooking up. We got a lot of stuff in the stash, and we just gonna keep on bringing that heat.
Word. So, as TT has risen,
yeah,
so have you. I just saw you made an announcement a few months ago where you announced a partnership with a company, and you guys formed like a label of sorts. And that's one of the reasons why I reached out, because I was like, bro, I need more information to understand what this organism is. So kind of break it down for me.
Well, currently I'm the program coordinator for New Music USA.
Okay.
So that's a nonprofit based out of New York. And they do this thing called, they do incubators. So the previous year they did it in New York, and I believe they did it in Chicago as well. But this the first year they did it in Baltimore. So we found 6 local organizations. Hopefully I'm getting that number right, but different local organizations, people that you interview, like Blackwater received a grant, Easy Jackson's label Epic Fam received a grant, Le Mondo, MRI Studios. So really with that program, I've been contracted for kind of close to a year to promote cross collaboration between these different organizations. Also, I'm the president of the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. So with the MDVLA, we make it accessible for local artists. That could be rappers, painters, videographers, to access law services when they need it. So I work with them. I work with the Youth Resiliency Institute. They throw the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Festival every year. They are real big staples in the Cherry Hill community where I'm from. So yeah, just trying to partner up with different organizations that kind of follow the message that I'm going with as well. I still have the Hands Up record label, but record labels in 2024 is really like, I ain't gonna say they're outdated, but my main thing is it was never really a label to sign anybody. It was never really a label to it wasn't really like a label to sign anybody. It was just a label to have as when I release my own stuff. And then you got the little label section for it to actually say something. But really I'm just all about cross collaboration. Like I'm at a point where I don't have to make the beat. Like I can come in and say, you know what, maybe we can make this sound a little bit like this and it can hit a little bit better. If we do this, it can do this. If you do this, you can do your publishing and you can do this. What audience are you making this for? Are you making this for yourself, or you just are you making this for the clubs? Are you making this for TikTok? Are you making this for radio? Because all 3 of those are different sounds. But really, I feel like a producer is a master collaborator because he brings stuff. He has to bring a lot of stuff together. So collaboration is my thing in 2024.
Word. Now, I have an offshoot question away from the. Why do artists get so upset when you ask them? Like, artists come to me and bring me songs all the time, and that's normally my first question. Who is this for?
Right.
And they'll be like, what you mean? I'm making it for everybody. And I'm like, but everybody's not going to like this. And I can tell you why. Like, and you start laying it down and they get attitudes and they get upset. And I don't understand that. It's like, it seems like it's hard to separate. I feel like when I ask people that, they feel like it's you trying to be a corporate person. And I'm just like, or you just trying to market. And I'm just like, well, yeah, but no. It's just like when you create something, I always envision somebody who's going to enjoy this,
right?
Who's going to watch this. I know that my interviews are going to be for older Black people from Baltimore City. I know that's what my audience is. The ones that have the time and the interest to want to know history.
Right.
So I don't see a 60-year-old kid, not saying that it's not possible.
Right.
It's just highly improbable that they're going to sit down and be like, I want to hear everything Mighty Mark got to say. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Now, if you came in and Cardi B, you had just dropped something with Cardi B,
makes sense.
That'd be different. But I don't know. I mean, as an artist and a producer, do you feel like somebody asking you those type of questions are insulting or
no? I think most of the artists that get offended at that question don't really treat their music as a business. You're probably dealing with like a lot of local artists. Not to say local don't treat their music as a business. A lot of musicians don't take the time to study how to make money in the music business. Like you wanna blow, but you don't understand your rights as well. Everybody say, yeah, well, just give me my ASCAP or just give me my BMI. That's not the only thing when like people think it's because just give me your BMI number. Like, well, that's not the only thing when it comes to the music. And if you was really concerned about getting your music out there, then you would be targeting an audience. If like, is your song for urban radio or is it a club single? Because Jeezy got songs that worked in the club. Baby got songs. The Little Baby got songs that work in the club, and they got street singles. Back in the day, people might drop 2 singles at a time on a record or on a CD,
a max EP.
Yeah,
or a max.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I don't find it disrespectful or corporate at all. Because normally, when I'm getting to the point where I'm releasing music, I'm thinking about who it's for too, because like I might drop a club music that's for the clubs, like that's for DJs to play. Then I might drop a song that's like I think might do well with the youth on TikTok. It might not do nothing on TikTok, but I might make it and think it's going to do that. And then I might have stuff that's full-fledged songs that might be good for TV and film. Because the stuff that you're making for TikTok might only be like 2-minute song. So that might not. So you might have to have an extended version,
right, for the
club, so the DJ can blend. So even those questions are asking who your audience is. Is this a song for the DJs, or is this a song for people to listen to on TikTok and listen on loop? So it's like I think. And sometimes it might be the messenger too, because when you have somebody actually produce and ask them, like, oh yeah, well Mark asked and he produced, so I'm gonna tell him what it is. But yeah, I also like to ask everyday people who don't do music about my music,
right?
Because they're gonna be upfront with you, like because it's hard to get that attention. It's hard to get that everyday person to jump off of Beyonce and listen to your song. So I asked my aunts, I asked my uncles, I asked somebody on Facebook that just went to school with me. It's times like I work with this artist Sunny Cal, and she has a video Center of Attention. And my kind of my cousin, but not really my cousin, but she hit me up. Yeah, we can rock with this, me and your aunt, because she cool with my aunt. Me and your aunt can jam to this because like neo soul. Well, most of my other stuff is upbeat, but they are not older, but they're Black women,
right?
A black teacher, and then my aunt is actually older. And they like the girl center. They like the song Center Attention. So it's always different audience because you're not really, and it's not just about making money, but everybody wants to survive. Like so, like all right, is you doing this just to play it in your house, or is you or you try to make a living off your work? And just because you're making a living off your work don't mean that you're losing the creative side, right? That you can't be experimental. You think The Weeknd, the biggest stream artist in the world, is not experimental or creative in his work. When Michael Jackson came out with his stuff, it ain't sound like nobody else.
Nope. That's a fact.
You think it's not creative, but it was still kind of pop. It's a way to be mainstream and different. When Ice Spice came out, her stuff wasn't really sounding like nobody else. If you really think about it, she had her own brand, her own image. When you see it, she know her. But she got that one producer she worked with, and they got their whole sound together. But she's also tapped in and listening to what the kids saying and making her music in a way that it can gravitate to her audience.
Word.
So yeah, you just gotta rock with your audience. That's all.
Word. So, all right. Here's a question to kind of stay in the vein of where we are.
Okay.
When you're being that now you just said all of this, how do you make all of this content? Do you have dates set? So like, all right, Monday is TikTok music day, you know, and like Tuesday is TV music day. Like, how do you break things up?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times nowadays I'll just go in kind of like making what I feel. I still do make what I feel. I'll start off with a bunch of loops. And then like, so let's say it's like a Monday through Friday, right? I'll drop my daughter off at school at 8 o'clock. I'll drive back home. I should be going to the gym in between, but I'm not. I need to start. Or Planet Fitness keep on taking this money out my butt. Anyway, so 9 o'clock, I might get something to eat if I didn't eat before I drop off my daughter. Then I might just open up Ableton. Ableton is the music production software that I use to create. I have a to-do list on my phone. Sometimes it might be something like I make beats for TT. And if I make the beats for TT, she might text me like, hey, I'm trying to have some Miami beats or something like that. And she might not like all of the beats. So then I'll have some extra beats to kind of maneuver with. Then like I'm working on some stuff with Joy Pastel. Like we got some crazy stuff. So
I need that interview, dog.
Yeah.
Let your boy sit down with you to do the interview. And I want Sonny Cow too.
Okay.
I definitely want Sonny. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Back to your thing.
That's fine.
Shameless self promotion.
No. That's fine. And her stuff is R&B. So now, normally our stuff we kind of create in piece by piece, so she normally writing the kind of everything. Gotcha. But it might be something that she don't like, and then for those beats, I might sit on for a while. If I find like a new local artist that I'm really rocking with, I might send it to them and see what they can do. Like if they had their own recording setup, like yeah, test that out. Let me see what you sound. Then I might have Zooms with like a nonprofit or to that work. I might organize some DJ crates. I might have some podcast interviews set aside or some meetings set aside during the week. I do that Monday. I do that until like 2 o'clock mostly. 2 o'clock, I go pick up my daughter. We come home and we eat. I might do a little bit of work in the evening. Sometimes. Then like one day a week or one day every couple of weeks, I do shoot a lot of content myself on my iPhone. I might have a Lumix camera too, but I ain't really get to mess with all the settings like that like I used to. So sometimes I'll get Maggie to come over and Maggie will shoot like a bunch of videos at one time. I'll just stand in front of my DJ, play the song, play that song, play some. I'll move to my computer, touch my drum pad a bit. She might have me like 10 to 15 short videos.
Right.
And then I'll wait for her to send those back. Then I'll sign it and I'll schedule them. I have hard drives of old footage of me in the studio. Sometimes I might go through that, cut that up. I might look at old interviews. Like before this interview today, I looked at our old interview and it was so good. I went right downstairs and I chopped up certain clips. Word. And I'm scheduling them out for the next couple of weeks. Word. To have my 3 to 4 posts a week.
Right.
As well. But that's normally like someday I might take a day off and play the PlayStation.
Okay.
Play God of War or play Spider-Man. I already beat Spider-Man.
All right.
I wait for them to release
I didn't even know you was in a video game.
Not like the online, but like the
but just gaming in general.
Yeah, so like a good single player game. I got the Switch, so my kids normally take the Switch the most. But yeah, just and I keep a schedule, but it's kind of like 9 to 2 is kind of creative time.
Gotcha.
Probably take a break around 12 for lunch.
Gotcha.
And just keep it moving. But if you consistent in that way, then you'll start stockpiling stuff, and you get your
Mm-hmm.
repetition in, and ideas start to come, hits start to come. Like with the D Trinata record that I have, and shout out to AJ Showtime. He been putting that in 92Q, putting it in the mix whenever he can. Um, that was a beat I made on Instagram. And I was like, yo, this beat hard. And I sent it to her. She did the vocals and stuff. And I don't think she knew how good the song was going to be or whatever, because you sent the vocals, but I chopped them up. I mixed it. Her manager hit me back, said she loved it. We put it out. And it landed on a couple of Spotify editorial playlists. And yeah, it's dope. Yeah, it was dope. Shout out to her, because she came to the Gold Room one time with Stars, and I always wanted to do stuff with her. And we finally got the link up. I think it was like last year we did that song.
Yeah,
like last year.
Yo, you have your resume with Baltimore artists is legendary, bro. Like, think about it. You've worked with almost everybody on every side of the game. Whether you got some street credits,
right?
You got some backpacker credits.
Yeah.
You got R&B credits. You got the club music credits.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to be nobody different but yourself. Like, it's such a blessing that you get to exist in your space. But everybody that's in your, you kind of bring everybody into your sphere.
World, right.
You know what I'm saying? And they respect and love what you bring to the table so much. What do you attribute that to?
Being authentic and building your brand. So I didn't really go around and chase like different artists and stuff like that. Like, I've really just made my own sound. I put out my own work too. So I've always been a producer that released his own music. And I consider myself a producer first over a DJ, even though I do DJ. But like, I was putting out Mighty Mark featuring this person, Mighty Mark this, Mighty Mark that. And when other artists like art. So when they see that, oh, damn, man, he on the videos, he killing it. And like even when I'm not outside all the time, but I'm still outside. So when I go outside, like I'm posting these videos from my house. Yo, Mark, you killing them. I'm killing them. Like, I ain't put on this song. I'm just putting the content out. Like, yo, you is working. Yeah, you is working. I see you. I see you. I like, all right, that's what's up. So I know it's actually reaching outside, and people want to be a part of that. Baltimore loves club music, and I try to, when I'm making my music, I'm making stuff custom to the artist. So I try to bring the best out of the artist. So when you get on, and then when you get on the Mighty Mark track, he's going to do his best to promote it, best to put it through his circles. And I think that's the way, because I don't really have to conform, like you said. Like, all right, well, let me make a trap beat, and let me make a trap beat so I can get to this person. Let me make this beat so I can get this person. I really just bring them in, and a lot of people, they just find a way to hop on the stuff, and I do a lot of encouragement. I really want to see people get bigger. I don't work with artists and they had kids now. I know artists about like where they work at. Like, it's certain like artists that like got sneaker obsessions. I can talk to them about that. I can talk to different artists about video games or how I used to play the video games a lot, and I piece it in there with then. It's certain artists, it's certain artists that I could talk to about wrestling. That I watch wrestling, like, oh yeah, the Rock back, and we can just chat on that, and it's just good energy off of that. I'm not trying to come up off of your verse being on my beat. I'm just trying to make good music. I got my own money, so I don't need. I'm not trying to do it for your money. I'm not trying to come up off nobody. I'm not trying to do it for no clout. Like, I can do my own video. I can do my own stuff. I'm not trying to use anybody for no clout. I really had like coming up. I didn't have like a bunch of cosigns or nothing like that. Everything was actually self-made. So when artists work with me, they see artists that aren't really in the scene, or like, and they blow up and they make good music, and they be like, damn, well, Mark took this artist. I ain't gonna say the artist from nowhere, but when Mark out with this artist, they like, boom. Or they got a feature on Netflix, or they got a placement here, or they got this song on the radio, or something like that. So just trying to create and trying to really find out where the artist's at. I don't really just send out a lot of beats all the time. I do, but I'm trying to talk to you and see like, where are you trying to go? What you trying to do?
And how y'all can work together to create something special,
yeah,
just new or different.
And like, are you working? Like, I posted a post on my wife's like, yeah, you gonna post that post, and all these people gonna be commenting on your post. I posted a post on Instagram, and what's the word? Like, which Baltimore artist is out here working and would sound fire on the Mighty Mark beat? And when I said working, I put a delay on the working, a reverb on the working. So everybody hit me up. Yeah, I would sound dope on your beat because I'm so ill with us. I'm not asking if you're nice. That's the thing. And I love art. I'm an art guy, but I'm not asking you if you're nice. What are you doing day to day to build your music career? And I'm not the 100%. I do content, but I'm not the person to say be content, because that's cool. But are you interacting with people? Where do you see yourself in 3 months, 5 months, well, 6 months, a year? Where do you see yourself? Do you have some kind of plan? Because I'm not the person to come in and do your whole plan for you, because I can do that myself. 2022, it was after Dark City. I had got out of the studio situation. I didn't have like a studio building no more. I just went back, like bought a house, making stuff in my house. I was like, and I had to do it. I had done a lot of stuff with TT, but during the pandemic and doing like I had COVID real bad. I had really got away from putting out Mighty Mark solo stuff. So 2022, I was like, I'm gonna release a song. Well, 2022, I'm sorry. I'm gonna release a song every month, every 4 to 6 weeks. And I had seen some of the stuff on YouTube about like building a Spotify algorithm. Every month, I'm gonna release a fire track. And by the end of the year, I want to be them built my solo cat, like how you got Diplo or Bauer or all them other EDM DJs that I love. Like, I'm cool with Bauer. And I think I met Diplo once. And really, Kate Trinata was really like my main inspiration. Right, he's putting tracks out. So Kate Trinata is really like the main inspiration. But I'm put a track out every single month, high quality. I got most of the songs mixed, but my man mixed by Top at Right Way, and he like, damn, Mark sending me stuff every month, and I released a song every single month that year. By the end of the year, I was on a bunch of Spotify playlists.
Wow.
I had 2 pub deals on the table. Wow. I didn't take them, but we still working out some stuff. But yeah, but that just comes from me consistent releasing on every single month. So when you come, and also it was me consistently releasing club music. Because sometimes I would just hip hop beat like years before. I got a lo-fi tape that ain't really. I said no. I'm stamping myself as people know I'm the club, but I'm the club guy. I'm making original club music, and all I'm going to be high quality, mixed, mastered at Right Way. Majority of the songs, and we drop one every 4 to 6 weeks. We drop the song, and that I had by the end of the year, I had a catalog. And I'm looking for artists that have plans like that. Artists come to me and say, hey, Mark, I would really do a song with I would really like to do a song with you. I'm dropping a song every 4 weeks, and I'm pitching it to Spotify playlist, and I'm gonna get merch pressed, or I'm gonna shoot a video to it. I already got the video person. I'm gonna go to each club and hand to the DJs. What you need
to be doing all of that for every song.
Yeah. So what? I'm just gonna give you a beat and you're just gonna rap on it. Then if you need idea, and then if you're the artist that I have to give ideas to, then you need a manager, or not even a manager. You need a label, because that's not even a manager job. So I was just trying to look for artists, and I also say unique in the caption, like artists are something different, because I'm still a creative. I'm trying to work with something different. I ain't trying to work with somebody that's not like TT, because I got TT.
Right.
I got an R&B artist by Rodney Hollywood that I'm working with. I have like not Neo, some kind of indie. So I got Sunny. So, and I have hip hop artists that I work with as well. So I was just trying to find something different. But yeah, when I say working is not just going to the studio and recording the song
and smoking weed.
Yeah,
and sitting
working
around.
is like fine. that's why you got to go back to finding the audience. Like I make hip. Let's say the artist makes boom bap. Let's say the artist make a LaRussell type of music.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find people that like LaRussell style music, and I'm gonna see if I can interact with them and get them to follow me or see if they like my song. And then I'm gonna put my song out and I'm gonna send it to them. Or I'm gonna go on Submit Hub, which is a place you can pay to submit your stuff to curators. I'm gonna Submit Hub and I'm gonna find people that like music like LaRussell, or let's say you're a female rapper. And rap like Cardi B or I'm gonna find something like Cardi B. What kind of plan do you got? People who don't be having any type of plans. All right, I'm not gonna do Submit Hub, but if I get a Mighty Mark beat, then I'm gonna do 12 pieces. I'm gonna do 12 performance pieces of content in 12 different spots. And after that, I'm gonna get I'm just something.
Yeah, have a plan.
Just some type of plan,
right?
As well to get the music out there.
Because you don't want to be just dropping heat and then ain't nobody gonna do nothing. It's just gonna fall flat on itself.
I mean, now I do sections that people want to pay. You know,
see that's different.
People can pay me and they can
that's
do whatever.
Different.
But like, I know when I'm posting that type of. And you should still pay your producers and pay the people. But like when I'm posting a status like that, I know it's thought that people, and I ain't say it's gonna be free in the comments or nothing like that.
Right.
But people like it's the expectation, like, yo, he looking for somebody to work with free. But why should it be free when I gotta pay $50 a month for all the plugins that's on my computer?
And you got a kid and a wife and a mortgage to pay.
That
so
is
like, I mean,
so much just about fan. And most of the beats I do is for percentage on the record, and they are technically no upfront cost. Most of the stuff that I do for artists and stuff like that, but just really kind of like just really having some kind of plan, some kind of drive. I can't be pushing the record more than you.
Because that's their job.
That's their job. Because I'm not, man, if I could rap, I'd be out of here.
You can't rap.
I mean, I used to rap, but
come on, Murder Mark, let's go.
But if I was in that artist bag, it would be because people react to seeing artists rap. And it's actually a great time for artists because, like, you could post a video just you sitting on your steps and rapping, and people really listen to it if it's good. I think people undercut, like, just put some captions on it. And everybody doing it, but everybody still stop and listen because video is key. So you can pick up your iPhone, sit on like one of these chairs, and you can just rap your verse. And if you got good content and you energetic and performing, or you show conviction while you performing, people will rock with it. But and then
I think you're forgetting some of the most important parts too. Y'all got Sheen, Temu, Amazon. Crazy. Y'all can get whole outfits for $50. You can get y'all can have fly different stuff like yo, you got all type of capability
back in the day, right.
You know what I'm saying, that we didn't have. Y'all can have I was telling some young person, I was like, always invest in your own equipment, even if you're not always using it. Because what if you went and spent $400 and got you or $500, get you a decent camera? So what? You just a rapper or a singer? But yo, you can set the camera up, like you said, on the front porch. Get you a little Temu outfit from somewhere. Set the camera up on the tripod. Set it to record, and then you rap your own stuff. Yeah. And even if you took that and sent it to somebody to edit,
it's something.
And
you saving some
money.
You're
saving money. And not even now.
I barely use it, but I got it though.
You can put that shit on Canva, nigga. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
put on Canva.
You can dump your music video on Canva. You can overlay all your stuff, and it can just be. And I was like, man, like you said,
if I had that when I first started, crazy.
Man, if cell phones was popping when I first started,
crazy
30 years ago, I'd be in a different place.
Crazy,
because like the drive, like I tell people all the time, they like, yo, what separates you from everybody? I say drive, bro. I get up every day and I do something. Like I got my day job, but I also have. I'm getting on that computer. When I get off work, I'll be exhausted, but I'll be excited to jump on the computer.
Do something.
Yo, I got to get this artwork together for this podcast. Yo, such and such got this idea. You know what I mean? And my brain never stops coming up with crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And then when I see people like you, I get inspired just from seeing you. Yeah, I'd be like, this nigga behind his turntable just dropping these clips. I say, I need to get on my bag because I need to do what you doing. You know what I mean? Because there's something special about you being able to give people nuggets of information, entertainment, and then do it on a consistent basis to kind of add to all of the other stuff that you do, man. Like it just
extra layer.
That's the extra layer, bro. And you just hammering down on people that you growing,
right? Yeah.
So like and then there's moments like I remember when you dropped that clip about get your Mighty Mark drum packs, and I'm like, nigga, I didn't even know you had drum packs,
right?
Yo, so when you dropped it, I immediately, yeah, baby,
that drum pack selling, man. That drum pack selling, it's selling. I don't even like some of those like things. All right, so the drum pack like $10, right?
Yep.
I at least get like 3 or 4 a week.
Wow.
And I dropped it last July.
Yo,
I don't promote it. Bro. I don't really like do.
You don't have to because I do your job for you.
Yeah,
nigga, why? Because when you showed me that, I sent it to 15 people. People, like, yo, because people come to me all the time and say, yo, I want to do club music. Right. I tell everybody, go holler at Mighty Mark, bro. Go get that drum pack. Get them loops. Get them samples. And fucking, at least that's a start.
Oh yeah.
That's a start. Yo, that was so genius the way you did that.
I'm working on, and I really pay attention to like a lot of the YouTube producer content creators. Mm-hmm. So I kind of get a lot of ideas from them, and all of them do sample packs. Like, is this guy Eldre that's real dope. Sarah the instrumentalist, she dope. Bolo the producer actually made Silento Whip Nene.
Wow,
he dope. He does a lot of stuff with the MPC, and I got an MPC a few years back. So yeah, I just pay attention. Like creation is you steal a little bit from different people and you put it in your own words. But that club sample pack was my first one, so I'm gonna work on the second one. And when I started the sample pack, was I in my house yet? I think it was right before I got right before I got in my house, but I dropped it when I got in the house. But yeah, I'm trying to make volume 2, but I'm not really a sound designer. Right. It's my first time doing it, but it's been a great response. Everybody loves it. So I'm working on volume 2. The first volume 1 already was black and orange because Oreos. This is gonna be like black and purple for the Ravens.
That's hard.
And
just know that I'm gonna be one of your first customers, bro. I will always support, bro, because the product is fire.
Yeah,
dog, you be killing them,
and it's unique. You can't really get it from somewhere else.
Exactly. And you inspired me to I was sitting there like, how can I put out a pack of something? I'm like, I ain't. But I started realizing I was like, bro, I'm known for sound effects on my shows.
You could do that.
And people used to be like, yo, where you get that hand clap from? Or where you get that gunshot from? Or I'll be like telling people, I'll be watching movies and I'll snatch little clips here and there and I'll loop it all together. I was like, bro, I could give me a podcast sample pack.
Yep. And boom. Just loop them. And loop them. Yep. They put up there $5, $10. And if it makes something, because it's not something you got to put a lot of energy to.
Exactly.
So it's just, that's the thing. And you can even create this might be a little bit of energy first time, like a PDF. Here's my skills or something. Here's what I learned. Here's my top 10 tips. They get $1. JS1 Aries Lounge podcast tips.
I'm gonna have to break you off a piece of that.
That's
funny business partner right here. Me, your Mighty Mark JS1,
and that $1 might cover some hosting or cover something, or cover something like that. And just look at your bill. Like, all right, I pay $10 a month for the website, or $20, $25, whatever. Facts. All right, I'm gonna make my sample pack $10. So I just got to sell 3 of them this month. Covered.
Be good.
No overhead for that. I need that's just little things, and it's not taking the creative out of it. It's maximizing your creativity.
Right. But I thank you for that, bro. The inspiration. That's why I only follow certain people, because I be like, bro, I need to be inspired. I don't want drama. I don't want no arguing. If I start seeing people arguing too much on their page,
I'm the same way.
You know what I mean?
My record label page follows Shade Room just because to stay in tune of what's going on. Mm-hmm. But on my main page, whatever it's called, now it don't show me everything like it used to. But a year ago, it showed me people fussing on people yo, I can't pay this today, or my boyfriend getting this, my girlfriend I ain't trying to see that shit. I'm trying to see. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to see sneakers.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I'm trying to see people jamming on that drum pads. I'm trying to see like I follow the mayor. I'm trying to see some nonprofit stuff, like what the nonprofits in Baltimore got going on. What different resources for artists. Besides that, all the other stuff people scroll at, like, yo, you let that Instagram take all your day. And I'll be on Instagram, be like, yo, you must. It ain't always about being on your phone. It's about what you're doing when you're on the phone.
Correct.
That's like, yeah, because you like, what are you doing? What are you putting into your mind when you actually on the phone? Even though having screen off of screen time is good, it's great. It is good to put the phone down. But when you're on the phone, what are you consuming on your phone to create that mindset? Is everything all negative that you're consuming? Like,
right.
So that's the thing.
So my question is there going to be a Mighty Mark album with like you produce everything and it's featuring? We get another Detroit record, we get a TT record, we get a, you know what I'm saying, maybe a YG Tech record, you know what I mean?
I mean, for me, like the way people can like congestion stuff, they're really not congesting albums like that, especially for like club music. Like it's more like a single actually game as well. I mean, I would love to do an album like one day, but I gotta get my bag is good, but the bag gotta get bigger. So the singles are just maintain the momentum. But I would love to do more singles with different type of artists, you know, in that type of way. But also finding a way to get the singles out there, so I can get a single and do like a visual to it, and that single pop, it'll put me in a position to do another single. Put me in a position to do another single. So probably not an album right now, but maybe an EP, maybe like 5-6 songs.
There you go.
Maybe not like 12, but maybe like 5 or 6 songs.
Yeah,
because it's not like a whole, like it don't feel like you tossing like 12 out and then people attention span is short. Like a good 6 songs, maybe 8, maybe a couple of them just be like straight up club tracks with like no verses or something. Then maybe like a couple of songs or something. Then maybe 1 2-step track or something like that. So I can see that. But yeah, we're just trying to. It's got so much going on, but I got some things cooking.
Got you. Now, my next question is: of the last 3 to 5 years, as club music and house music has just blown up in the commercial space, what artists impressed you most? Like when you heard their rendition of like a Baltimore club record or even a house record that made you go, "Holy!" And I'll give you an example. When Drake did his album and it was all kind of house music, that took me back some, because I was like, because a lot of the records, it wasn't him all over the records.
Right.
He kind of, it was so musical. And he would put little bits here and there.
Yeah.
And he let the songs be the song. And I was like, do you know how much ego you have to not have?
Right.
To not be like, all right, because normally an artist of his caliber is going to be like, I gotta be on here 100% for it to be lit.
Yeah, I think Drake is real. I think Drake don't get the credit of how musical he is. Like when he had that ghostwriter, like people like, yeah, well, somebody write your lyrics, but he doesn't vote for a lot of artists. So I think Drake really gets music and gets sound. And like a lot of especially the house versus the club, the house will have long breaks where it's just like instrumental. I really like Sticky. Drake Sticky was hard. That was hard. The baby joint was rocking. I like the baby joint. Those part, and it's a lot of club music like in between and don't really get like blown up like that. But Remy Ma verse on that Ghetto and Ratchet for Connie Diamond. Connie Diamond got a song called Ghetto and Ratchet featuring Remy Ma. Remy Ma verse on that is crazy. That whole song is crazy. Lay Banks, want to say she out Philly. Want to say she from out Philly, maybe Jersey. Maybe just one of the two. But she's fire. She got a bunch of fire songs. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to like Baltimore actually club tracks, is really not too many people. They mixing it in between stuff, or some of them is like in the cut of their album, so it's like not that promoted as well. Like Meek Mill just dropped the album or EP. He has a club record on there with 5-year foreign.
Really?
That joint is hot. I actually listened to that on the way here.
Wow.
That's hard. Who else got it?
Yo, I just never imagined Mighty Mark listening to Meek Mill.
No, but like people, like even when I was making my club tracks, people be surprised that I listen to a lot of hip hop. Like I'm and people surprised I listen to like boom bap, and I not boom bap. More people call like hippity, more of that.
You talking about more like Griselda?
Well, I would say more like Big Crit.
Got you.
J. Cole,
got you.
Big Sean album, because maybe that
you not Larry June, nigga.
Not Larry June too much.
Okay, got
Wale.
Got you.
Now I ain't got nothing against them. I just haven't really.
No,
it's just so much music. Mac Miller. It's just so much music, and nowadays I've been listening to like the Feel of Myself female rap playlist on Spotify. I listen to that a lot. I listen to Kate Trinata, and that's so I'm missing. So I listen to like a lot of different things, but sometimes people think club music that you just listen to club music. Even like a lot of the club DJs back in the day started off as hip hop DJs, and they was DJs in the club. So like that's how they would like kind of know, had their fingers on the pulse of what's hot to remix and stuff of that sort.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Right now I'm really, and then it's like I have Release Radar on my phone on Spotify. So every Friday when something come out, the artists that I follow, I pop up in my Release Radar, and I just go through them. I love Justin Timberlake's new single, Selfish. I love that. I love Justin Timberlake, Future Sex Love Sounds. I got a lot of inspiration from that.
Yeah, that's old school. Boy.
Coming up from there.
Digging back.
So yeah, so that was because now it's like when you release music, like back in the day, let's say you release a CD and you drive it. You might have 5 CDs in your car to compete with. Or you got your CD player, like, and I'm walking to middle school. I had my CD player in my pocket. I might have 1 CD in my pocket, maybe another CD, maybe another one in my backpack. But it's like now, like you put out new, like sometimes you competing with yourself. So like Justin Timberlake put out a new song, Selfish. That same day, I went back and listened to his old album because I was just thinking about, because everything is just so accessible. So that's another thing I remember. That's why we're going to do a callback, like a comedian does a callback to the beginning of the podcast. We're going to do the callback about finding your audience. Because you finding your audience is less actually competition. Why is you sending a link to your song where you cussing to a 40-year-old person that likes Kurt Franklin?
That's just not.
That's all it is.
Just gonna fall on deaf ears. They're not gonna hear the greatness. Or you know, if they love some country music and you sending them a link to some hip hop, they ain't going to want it.
Exactly. That's all. Or you got people my age that don't. I ain't say everybody my age don't party, but like I don't party that much. So like it's certain stuff I'll listen to if I'm actually in a party. But and I hear a DJ play. But you send me the link to like Shoulder Lean. Even if you sent me club songs back in the day, like that was really like you sent me the link to Gucci Wasted. I was never really listening to stuff that you hear in the club in the house. That's just me. Now there's a lot of people that do, but like it's certain songs that's in the club, or like, and I'm showing my age. If you listen like the Jeezy Super Freak, I'm not really listening to that while I'm in the car. Sometimes in the car. But while I'm in the gym, it's just different.
There's settings for stuff.
Yeah.
In my car, I'm more podcast. Yeah. You know, and if I'm in the gym, then it's going to be Super Freak or some high tempo.
And that's who else you're competing with too. Because nowadays, when I'm in the car, I pull up YouTube, YouTube Premium, because I don't feel like messing with the ads.
Talk to them.
And then I'll listen to a podcast.
Yep.
So it's like the podcast is competing with the music that I really like. I used to listen to every single J. Cole album. But his last album that came out, I was really in podcast mode. So that's the first. Podcast wasn't as big when his other albums came out.
Right.
So it wasn't as many choices. It wasn't like really just at the Breakfast Club. Like, but listen, podcast. It was like, I'm just watching the Breakfast Club interview. It wasn't really a podcast. Like you watch that interview, that's the interview that they had that week, or that's the interview that they had that morning. You go. But now, like, I never really got. And then even Kendrick's latest album got overshadowed by podcasts. And I love Kendrick and J. Cole, but I didn't really sit with them with their albums like how I did like you years did before. Because in the years time and them in between, because they take time in between the albums. And that's just a mental note. That podcast that exploded in between J. Cole album before the last one, and then that one.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Kendrick. Kendrick album was like Kendrick spent like 5 years in between albums, so it's like in that 5 years, podcasting took over,
And then it becomes important to find the right ways to even roll out in this time period because we're so used to now. All right, Kendrick dropped the album. I at least get a Kendrick interview.
Right.
So when I don't get a Kendrick interview, I'm like even more nervous about listening to the album because I'm like, if somebody doesn't explain to me what I'm about to tap into nowadays, I don't want to see it. And I made this statement about, we did a review on the Bob Marley movie.
Okay.
And I was so uncomfortable to see this movie because I'm like, who is this guy? He don't look like not Bob. And I'm all getting grumpy because I'm such a Bob Marley fan that I was like feeling like this is going to mess up the legacy. But when he sat down and did the interview, the first thing he said was, I just would like to say from the beginning, this film is a love letter from the children to the father.
Make a big difference.
Once he said that, I was like, all right, cool. All right, I'm cool. I can do this. It's not, hey, we're not trying to tell the most accurate story. We're not trying to look. This is the children wanted to do something for their father. They chose me. He said, I asked them to find somebody else. They chose me. And I spent 6 to 8 months just learning how to speak in his way. Once I'm hearing that, I'm going, all right, cool. From being defensive to let's go. Let's go see the movie. Let's go. Those conversations are important.
Right.
But when you remove that from the rollout and we're just left with the art.
Right.
I feel like because we're so used to being explained to, I feel like a lot of people become apprehensive. Like, I don't know what this is about. Well, what are we getting into? What are we? All right. You know what I mean? Because we now are so inundated with stuff everywhere. Even now, look, our text messages, like it's people trying to fish it through text messages now. So it's like we all are super nervous about connecting with any kind of information or energy. You know what I mean? Until it's verified. Like,
you're right. And the thing is, and the other thing is about like when you correlate to the artist, it's really about telling your story. And some artists like, well, the story is in the music, which I understand. But even back in the day, the artists had stories. Like you would go to 106 Park where they had the street teams, and then the street teams promote their story. Like you had G Unit, like, all right, gangsters, they don't care. They got the mixtapes they going off. So you still got to tell your story. Now how you tell your story in a creative way, that's you. But it's normally an interview or sometimes a short form creative content. Even with me locally, it's a lot of people that might not, that can name a song or two, but they're like, yo, I mess with what Mark represent. Like, yo, he the club guy, but they might not even know no song. But that's fine.
Right.
Because they supporting like the brand. He from Baltimore, he from Chai Hill. He really does this. I see him working. I see him in the community. I see him here. And like I see. I support it. It's not even I hear. It's I see first. So it's definitely. So what is your story behind the music? What is your story? And when it comes to like social or even like social, but also even in real life, kind of have like two forms of content that I kind of really focus on. Now I'm learning it as I go.
Right.
And I'm trying it, but I've been trying it for the last couple months of work. You got your discovery content. You got your community or informational content. So your discovery content, you might remix something popular. You might say something controversial or say something that catch people's attention. Something that's shareable, that people will share, and to bring more people to your page. Get more followers, more views to your page, more insights. And after you get those viewers, you give them the video. Hey, my name is Mighty Mark. I'm a club producer. Or have the video you show on the beat. After I do the video about the remix of the hottest song. Then I hit them with the this is me, this is who I am, this is just a fresh picture of me, this is me on the drum pads, this is me back in the day, this is a history lesson. You hit that first. But a lot of people don't care about that history. You gotta get them there first.
You gotta get them there
first.
Have
the discovery and for artists, a discovery content for rappers, singers and stuff is a little bit easier. Rap. The discovery content could be the real hot freestyle, the real hot sing on your guitar, the real hot like intricate performance. And then as you get that performance, the other stuff on your page would be like, all right, that's what this person is.
Word.
Okay, this person likes sneakers. Okay, this person likes, this person is an R&B cool guy like Brent Faiyaz. This person is like a sexy girl who rap. This is like a Megan or a Cardi or Nicki or something like that. That's that. But you got to have those discovery piece of content to get them there.
Word.
And I think that's what we kind of miss as part of. And it's hard as a producer DJ sometimes. Sometimes it's easy because you can make a remix. But man, if I can rap, I just sit here and just rap my song, but I would do it real good or do it in a unique location or something like that. Right. And that would be my discovery content. And then in between, I have my filler content. And then the next day, do another discovery content as well, too.
Man, this thing is giving out. Y'all paying attention? Are you paying attention? My man is doing a masterclass right now because I'm fucking learning. I never thought about the fact that I need discovery content. Like I never thought about that.
You can clip up.
And I have so much. But you know what it is, bro? Like I'm so busy creating it, and I don't always have time to clip up. Like I'm shooting literally 6-7 days a week. So it'd be like, and I be telling my team that, like, yo, I need somebody dedicated to clip up. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but anybody that does clips, they always be like, I need to get paid. I'll be like, bro, I don't have it. But we'll have to figure it out someday. Like as the money. You know, when we get to a space where some money get to coming in, bro, that's I'm gonna chain up 3 niggas in a room with money in your pocket and get it done.
You know, sometimes I don't know your whole schedule and stuff, but I be telling people this. Sometimes you gotta fall back to step forward. So if it's like
that's deep.
If it's one podcast that you know that you can own, that you gotta do one and just clip that one up,
right?
Instead of doing 3 that week,
right?
Sometimes that's a thing. So let's say for this, I ain't gonna say just for me, but it can be certain clips in here that can be gems for you. Like, what?
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna do one next week. I'm gonna clip this one up myself,
right?
Because the ones that I did we had the same interview 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago.
What's it? Has it been that long?
It was 5 years ago. Wow. I was like, damn, I got this BBC with it. Like, damn, I did one before. And even as an artist, I'm even thinking of that. I'm thinking about how I'm presenting myself doing this interview.
Right.
So I'm watching it. Like, that's the jewel. And I'm watching it while I'm just folding clothes up from the previous day. I just got on the background. That's it. You're like, that's 3 gems. And I edited that same day. So I try to tell people there's no excuse. You can do it. So I know you did my man's careers. I know he got some gems. One, because do you edit them before you put them on, or just put them straight shot?
Now I just straight shot. Because he's, you know, what I mean, he's switching while we doing it, so I don't have to go through all that. That's how
my man's use this too. So like, because he switched while we doing. But yeah, if you see a certain, you can either cop. Now the file might be big, but if you put the whole video on your phone, you can clip it up on there. You ain't gotta put a lot of effort on it. But I challenge you in March. In March, at least clip up, and you don't gotta clip the whole video. Even if you just took 2 clips out of each video.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna accept your challenge, and I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna do 2 videos a week. And we're gonna start with my man Dookie Man. Rest in peace, the big homie. I'm gonna get him
a lot of classics too.
Chopped up. I definitely want to get Mike Mack chopped up. You know what I'm saying? There's a few, bro. Like,
I got a lot of classics.
Man, them Scar Akbar, the fucking yo. I feel like people slept on. Man, it was just so many of them. So much
Tim Trees. You got so much history that you can clip up and clip up, and then you can have content. Like, you can sit back 1 week and just take off. Don't do nothing else. Clip those up, and you only need 3 to 4 clips a week, just because people attention span short.
Right.
You don't want to overflow the system. But 3 to 4 clips a week, you can post 1 clip a week on Throwback Thursday if you want. You can just post 1 clip a week, and you can have your clips, you have your Throwback Thursday clips all ready for the rest of the summer.
Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
Man. All right, it's good content, man. You might as well clip it up. The people need to see it.
People need the info, man. And I feel like us preserving our history.
Exactly.
That's one thing that I'm so big on. It's just like, bro, I don't want our legends to pass and the epicness of their stories to not be told. You know what I mean? And one thing I was telling Paula when me and her was sitting, because she was like, do you think people really care? This was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then remember last year we had that big renaissance of like Baltimore music where everybody, she started getting all these bookings of Tim Trees. And I was telling her 5 years ago, I said, people love you. You are a legend. If you don't stand on your legacy, nobody else is going to stand on it. I said, when you start valuing your legacy, guess what? People are going to realize that, yo, you are a shooting star. You were something special.
Right.
And then like for that whole thing to come around, and then I saw her downtown at a show. And when I saw it, the first thing I said is, I said, nigga, what I tell you?
Right.
You right. You know, she gave me a hug like, yo, nigga, you was right. You was right. I'm like, bro, like I said, now, how else are you monetizing off this moment? I said, if you got 20 years of your first album, you should be doing a re-release.
Yep.
You should be doing vinyl.
Yeah.
You should be doing posters.
Yeah.
You should be collaborating. I'm like, shit. I was like telling her, I said, she need to get with you. Right. I said, yo, you need to get with Mighty Mark. Y'all need to start doing remixes. Y'all need to. I said, Paula, like being a legend with a legacy, man, people, especially us of our ilk, we want to see our legends thrive, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You just have to choose to put yourself in their spaces.
You gotta put yourself out there. And like, I think I was talking to somebody, like, and if you Google like YouTube, I said like Baltimore people, not that much pop up. Like even with like the Dookie Man, doing like getting the Dookie Man post together for Dark City on Dark City Instagram. And I put Dookie Man in the YouTube, and your interview popped up.
Right.
And it's like now people like short form, so just cutting it so it's so it can the short form lead to discovery, and then people will go to the bigger video. But we need more stuff on YouTube and this stuff, and we just need it, and we just need it out there. And one thing, when I was coming up all through my Baltimore club music producer journey, I made everything a big deal. Like, even if y'all don't think it's a big deal, I'm treating like it's a big deal. So when in 2010, I mean it was 2011, I was named the best club producer by the City Paper, now the now defunct City Paper. And I believe even years before that they was doing best club producer, but it wasn't really nobody really promoted it like that.
Right.
So when I won it, I took a picture, the sign, I did a video with You the Best on that TSU. They was young, they were just starting off. Had them in the video. My man Dan, the cameraman, shot the video. I posted on Facebook at that time, MySpace, Twitter. You know, I started kind of branding it, and yeah, every time I released a project, you wouldn't know if it got 3 streams or 3 downloads or not. I'm like, yo, this is a big deal. And I treat myself like a big deal. I treat my work like a big deal. It's not really arrogant. It's not really cocky. I really just believe in my work.
Exactly.
Like, I value my work. So I'm gonna treat it as such.
Exactly.
You know?
And Mighty Mark, you are a big deal. What are you talking about? That's disgusting humbleness. You have a movie on Netflix, nigga. There is literally maybe 4 people in the entire city that might be able to say that. You know what I mean? Like, you've produced with some of the best. Like, yo, your hands have touched gold so many times. Like, we not even let's get off the money. Just the workload and the success rate of the work is huge, man. Like, and you becoming a trailblazer with a unique point of view. I feel like I tell people all the time, Mark is somebody I'm proud of because kids can look at him as an example of, I don't have to be street.
Right.
I can still become successful. I can be a dope artist. Everybody can love me, but I don't have to go out here and it be about guns and big blunts in your mouth. And I don't have no problem with niggas that do that. But there are so many kids that feel like, and I'm an example of when I came up as a musician in 1920, we didn't have that choice, bro. Like, because I predate Kanye. So we was trying to write records, and I'm like, how are people? I'm literally in the studio with my homeboys, like, how the fuck am I gonna put an album out and I don't got no? I mean, I had guns, but I'm like, that's not my focus.
Yeah, it's tough.
And like, my mom and dad would kill me if they see me with a gun on a cover and a blunt out of my mouth. I'm like,
and it's still hard for Baltimore. Like, I made a post on Twitter just yesterday. I was just it's been a lot of talk about like artists working and DC artists versus Baltimore artists, and like how artists gonna blow. And I posted like, it seemed like you gotta be street to really get like that huge swell of support. And we are kind of more a street city. I don't know if like that everywhere. Like if I was an R&B artist in Baltimore, how would I? And that's how I would kind of open this question up to the comments, open question up to people. Like if I was an R&B artist, and I know you mentioned Paula Campbell, she blues. Like if the answer might be a Baltimore beat, they might be the answer like a Baltimore club beat or so. But like if you're not that, if you do like more like modern, like kind of R&B, a male R&B singer, a female R&B singer, like an alternative rapper that's on a like a Corday type of side, is there a way to really blow within the city, or you just put it online and you kind of blow outside, and then like the city might support you because they see like, hey, you hot. I think that's what I'm kind of feeling now. I really produce club music. My really most successful years was kind of after Swift passed. So club music wasn't really the hottest thing in the city anymore. So it's like I go out of state and like, oh, Mark, something. Then I come here, and I'm not like I'm not like a person that's looking for praise or anything of that sort. So, but now it's like, and it might be the content. It might be because I'm more outside and I'm interacting with schools. It might be because it was on Netflix. It might be the platinum writing credit, for Chloe.
This nigga just.
It might be that.
I don't know. It might be this platinum wristband I got on. No, it might be my Maybach outside.
No. I mean, it might be that, but it's kind of. But it might be because more club music hot. But it's I mean, that tempo was just hot again. That might be the most deciding factor. But it's kind of hard for an artist, to me, that's not in street. But you really got to find your creative way. I think it is a way to blow and just taking ownership. Like even with the dancers blowing up. But it was a time that people was looking at the dancers like they was crazy. Like they don't like club dance. Club dance ruined the party. But now you got club dancers at the Ravens, stadium. You got club dancers at the Oreo Stadium. Baltimore club dancers are getting booked for CIAA as well. So, but they created their own momentum by going on TikTok, going on Instagram, doing the same dances, the same style that people was like saying it's like, it's not hot, it's not this, it's not that. So they're doing the same style. And if I'm doing an interview, I'm a shout out. I'm a shout out people because they doing the work. Shout out TSU Terry. Shout out Be More to Dance. Shout out Shaggy. Shout out Flash. Shout out Uncle Grandpa. Shout out Styles. Shout out Run Up Jordan. Shout out Nita. Shout out everybody, the whole TSU. Shout out everybody, like all the club dancers that's creating their moments online and taking ownership, for their selves as well. But that's the point. I've always took ownership for myself. So I'm gonna promote my own stuff. I'm not looking for somebody I'm not looking to sign no local manager. I'm not looking for that. If y'all want to help, then that's cool. But I'm not waiting for nobody. I'm gonna put my shit out. I'm gonna do my shit. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna make my shit happen. If I gotta shoot that shit myself, if I gotta get the money up to get somebody else, I'm gonna fall back for a little bit.
Boom.
Get my money up, and then I'll get my money up and do it. But I got a plan. Most people don't got a plan. They just
randomly doing stuff.
Yeah, they just willy.
That's a fact. All right, I need the top 5. We're gonna do 2 separate top 5s. Top 5, or it may not even be 5. Give me the top artists out of Baltimore that you want to work with that you haven't worked with. It doesn't have to be any specific number.
That I haven't actually worked with.
Yeah, it's not much.
That's a good question.
I'm thinking this nigga will be like, yeah, yo, I want to do a Money Jake, Mighty Mark mashup, or
I want to do something with I love working with females right now. So
okay.
Don't
we all love working with women right now?
for me, in my opinion, females right now are being the most creative. A lot of them are investing in their work more and taking their craft more, taking the craft a little bit more serious, and it being unique. I'm trying to work with artists that's unique. So I would love to do something with Miss Cam. Miss Cam is dope.
Okay.
I just did a club remix. It wasn't an official remix, but I just did a fire remix for YBS Scola.
Really?
That's on my Instagram. It did, a lot of people liked it. Something with him would be dope. YG Tech, like the hottest in the city. I would love to do something with him, but I also like kind of like I have my own sound, so I want my sound to fit, but I can adapt too. YG Tech would be dope. So that Miss Cam, Scola, YG Tech.
I haven't heard Miss Cam's name in a long
and
time.
Who else?
That's crazy.
Who else? Who else would be? Who else would be dope?
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Lonnie Moore, he ain't been putting out stuff like that, but every time I hear something from him, it's fire.
It's always fire.
Lonnie Moore fire. So that's 4.
Shout out to Lonnie. That's my dog. I hope you all right, bro. I hope you all right.
Lonnie Moore is fire. If I'm just looking at kind of like sheer talent level, sheer writing ability, and I just got 4. I gotta pay attention to a little bit more. I just got 4 artists that I want to. So we said Cam, Scola, Tech. We said
and
Lonnie Moore. Oh, let me think of a 5th.
This is hard.
Let me think of a 5th.
I love this, yo. You pushing yourself.
Because I'm trying to find new.
There's some dope young
talent.
Women like yo. I'm rocking with Yoko McThuggin right now.
Okay.
She's super fire. I just seen this chick on Baltimore Uncut. Is it Kaisha or is it K?
She dope.
She's fire,
bro. One of her songs to my Spotify Shake Off Rock Off playlist.
Yeah, like her. If we just talking about females,
K dope.
K dope, you right. LA, yep, man, that's the homie for real. Yeah, shout out to her. She dope. Man, I could get you in. I mean, have y'all had a conversation? You and K?
We actually on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Then I gotta send a son. I just gotta send.
Let's see what else. Yo, you know who me and him had?
Paula Campbell will be dope too.
Paula Campbell, I can get you on the phone with her too. Y'all can
if I do like a legend, like if I'm gonna do like a legend,
y'all should do a whole EP, bro.
Yeah, Paula Campbell would be dope.
She would be fire, dog.
As long as she's ready to like. That's what I say. As long as she's ready like to put stuff out and step back into that. Because some people. Like she already done it. She might not want to step in them, but
no. She wants to do music. I think one of her problems was like because I was trying to I got her and DDM connected.
Okay.
So, but her problem was I think she was living in Atlanta and then she didn't have a studio to work out of, and she hadn't found a situation yet. So I was like, all right, well, I said let's put this on hold. But I told her, I said if you can give me 2 weeks. Like worth of time, you can fly into Baltimore. I said we can get you in the studio. Y'all can work.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
So like
Paula would be dope. Paula Campbell would be dope.
I
know Wally wouldn't do this because I haven't never heard Wally vocals on somebody else's track. But having Wally, because when Wally be rapping and he like, because he told me one time, I think it was at Boiler Room, he'd be drunk and like making those shit like enjoy yourself, feel you more, like having him rap on something.
Oh yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be fire.
Can we say the OG pork chop? Can we get
but you know,
y'all supposed to be doing something?
No, we gotta I got a video I'm gonna play for you. So when Angel Baby started doing her mixtapes, he really made her mixtapes official by doing an intro. So I never said that on cam. I want to shout him out for really doing the intros for DJ Angel Baby mixtape and giving us the vocals. Her mixtapes were called Get Pumped, and we have a track called Get Pumped. With Pork Chop on it, and me and Angel Baby produced together. Actually, I got a video of me DJing it that I got to schedule for content. But I'm
glad I'm helping out here.
But they played that song on the radio a whole lot. Like KW Griff used to play a song on the radio the whole time. So that was kind of indirect collaboration. Pork Chop wasn't really me in the studio. Him and Angel in the studio doing the vocals, and Angel bring them to me. But Pork Chop, like if we're going to do like any collab out in the world, like we just make it happen. Peter, Miss Tony would have been dope too.
I don't think Diamond K coming up off them files.
No,
boy.
but you know what?
But you and Diamond K should do something together. I think that would be fire too.
Yeah, actually, me and Diamond K did a song using some unused Miss Tony vocals, but they kind of like in the background of in a small section of Dark City. I'll play that song too. Diamond K came to the studio and we really chopped it up. And I think a lot of times when it comes to the old versus the new, and I'm kind of the middle ground, like I'm a music lover. Like back in the day, it was like it do be some egos with club music, but like we the same. Like we like audio. Like we the same. We just different time periods. So like once really people get in the studio with me, most of the time, like I don't really have an ego. Like whatever's best for the song is best for the song. Right. So I'm normally like we normally getting along real good. Like me and Class got a record on Dark City, but that stuff was never really promoted like it's kind of like locally like it's supposed to. But me and Class got a record. Is me and my man Mike J on the beat. DJ Class got a verse. I mean DJ Class on the hook, and Boss Man got a verse. And it's horns. And Class started the beat, and me and Mike J just beefed up the horns. I think and added some drums and stuff. So those collaborations definitely. But I like Class is fire. Class drums is fire.
Okay. Yeah. So my second question is, if any artist in the world alive or dead, I mean like the big names, like the biggest names in the world, or the middle names or underground names, 5 that you would want to work with, non-Baltimore.
Okay.
So you get your dream collaboration. God came down and said, I will allow you, my son, to collaborate with whomever. Give me your 5. You know what I mean?
I mean, Kendrick will be dope because I know he will be creative. Kendrick will be dope.
A Kendrick Mighty Mark collabo.
Janet Jackson will be dope.
A Janet Jackson Mighty Mark collabo is nasty. That's hard.
Janet Jackson will be dope. DMX will be dope.
Club track. I like that.
I always like the club track the King Tut did back in the day. Bust my guns,
yeah. Ride or die. Yeah, that shit was hard.
That's my
oh my god.
That's my guy. Hard. Shout out to King Tut.
Oh my god.
He invited me over to his crib. Man, he got like he got like a Ric Flair title belt. He got all this like comic stuff. Like it's real souped up, like collector's edition type stuff. All these keyboards all around. My type of guys. When we really meet each other and really like sit and talk and stuff. Right. Like we really on the same page. That's my guy, King Tut, man.
Word.
Yeah, he was just he was just in the More Than Hype screen and he had a part in there. Like, that's my guy.
Okay. So you got 3. So you got 2 more to go.
All right. So I got Kendrick, DMX. I got Janet.
Janet was crazy. That's a crazy collab.
I guess I'll throw Michael in there.
Let's go. Let's go. Why not? Why we not? Shoot. Put Michael Jackson in that motherfucker. And a Prince collabo would be great too. Yeah.
I'm gonna
let you ride with that.
I'm not gonna throw Beyonce. I'm not gonna throw Beyonce because I got Janet and Michael and they kind of pop. I'm gonna go back to rap. I'm gonna do Andre 3000.
Oh, that's crazy.
That would be fire. Andre 3000.
Oh, that's a crazy collabo right there.
Andre 3000 would be fire.
Yo, that's legendary.
That would be fire.
That's so legendary. All right. So what's next? The summertime's coming. It's getting hot outside, Mark. So what should we be expecting to come down the pike? Are we getting Mighty Mark Fest starting this year?
Well, I am the ambassador for the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival.
Okay.
So we do that every.
I just want y'all to hear these checks, right? Every time he keeps naming these. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know I'm the vice president of the y'all mean, and then the ambassador. You know that $2,500 check here, the $3,000 check.
So we do. So that's on July 4th. So we about to get the ball rolling, promoting for that.
Okay.
Being out in the community, spreading the word about the Cherry Hill Arts and Music Festival. I got a single that's signed with a label, but we're just working out the deals. But the song mix, the artwork is done. Can't really announce it, but it's going to be spring or summertime.
Gotcha.
It's going to be a big record as well. And it's featuring the artist Cakes the Killer. So it's a fire record. I think it's syncable. I think it's going to work in the gym. It's going to work in the clubs.
Okay.
So I got that record. I'm working on a project with Joy Pastel. We got like 5 or 6 heaters.
Yeah.
We got some R&B. We got some club infused stuff on that. Still producing for Sunny Cal. Got some indie pop with her. Rodney Hollywood. This is my first time announcing, but me and Ty gonna lock in and we're gonna do a club EP together.
Wait a minute. Run that back?
TSU Ty.
You, Mighty Mark, and TSU Terry.
The content that's gonna come out of that.
Oh my god.
And not just content. The like
freaking
the mind
legendary.
frame. Like the mind frame of him thinking about what's gonna work and people gonna really danceable. And my like sound quality.
Yeah.
Like we did songs back in the day, like with his vocals that KW Gift played on the radio. Or one of the biggest songs for Dark City Beneath the Beat was the song Roll Call. And like that was Terry's first song. He created the lyrics. TT is on the end of it. All of us collab together. But it's really him featuring TT. He said, let me see you try hill. Yeah. And take it back. Let me just kick right and kick left.
I did not know that neither.
Yeah. And that creates a whole routine. And that song got like 150,000 streams on it with no promotion. And like it went kind of viral on TikTok. So I think if we go on with our mind and do 4 tracks, and we'll release them as singles, but then we'll like wrap them up as an EP just to get the momentum of them. But I think that I got a videographer on board to kind of shoot all the stuff already locked in. So we just if we get that wrapped up, hopefully we can start recording in the next couple of weeks, the next week or two, and start kicking those ideas around. But that
I love it
because me and him been working for a long time, but us really coming together. And we got somebody that's gonna we got my girl Maggie, she signed on to do the visuals. So we get that done, and I'm gonna let her be creative director, like have free reign to play around with the visuals and really make it cinematic or make it like really catchy. So that's gonna be out of here. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be out of here. That's the first time I'm saying it. It's gonna be out of here.
Thank you, sir. I needed that. I needed that little nugget.
Now that's an exclusive.
Got me linked up.
So once y'all start seeing them tracks, that's gonna be out of here. Plus, I got the single that's coming out with the label, so they're gonna put a bag behind promotion. So got that. Then got the Terry promotion. Those if those two pop, out of here. A whole new club renaissance.
I love that. All right. Can I get a job at the Cherry Hill Festival? Can I be a host or something? Can I hold your umbrella? Like I just need a bag. Yo, just give me a couple hundred. I'll come out.
We can figure something out.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, get me out.
I see we can figure something out.
Yeah. Get me out to the community. You know what I mean? Let me tap in. I need to be out more, but I need paid gigs, bro. I don't want to be out of the house and just be out. Yeah, just be out hanging.
It's a balance. It's definitely a balance.
And be like, everybody be like, yo, come out to the Cherry Hill Festival. And I'd be like, all right, can you get me backstage? They'd be like, nah, don't you want to be in the crowd? No.
Right.
I'd rather be in the house. What you talking about? It's too much. I'm too old, dog. You know, I need a chair. I know. Do you know I went to let me not do that. I was going to go into an old man moment. I'm not going to give you no old man moment. I was about to start complaining. But with that being said, I don't feel like I missed anything. Did I miss anything epic wise? Because we talked about your, you working with the lawyers. Right. You were telling me about your situation with the nonprofit in New York. Let's see. We talked about your label. We talked about, man, like, bruh, you have so much going on. Like,
I think we got everything.
I think we got everything.
Yeah, I just want people to people to invest in themselves, treat their music like it's worth something.
Word.
Try to create a plan. Plans are meant to change, but at least if you have a plan, you got something to go off and adjust. And just be nice to each other, man.
That's a fact.
Life is short. You never know how long you got. So just be nice to each other, man.
That's super facts.
That's all I got, man.
That's super facts.
Book me if you want to get a production session.
Go ahead.
My rates are my rates, but they are worth it. I really take care of your work. Somebody just booked on my way here. I got a session tomorrow. So if you really want to invest in your craft and not just get a beat off of YouTube, hit me up at I Am Mighty Mark. I always try to hit back, and yeah, man, just holler at me.
My God. All right. Hey, I got my festival coming up. I'm doing a virtual festival.
Okay.
So I'm doing, all right. I don't remember if you remember, I used to do 24-hour live broadcasts at my radio station. I used to do it every year.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time, But I was like, yo, we need to bring it back, but we want to bring it back with the cameras.
Okay.
So I would love it if you would grace my 24-hour live stream with something. Now, I have an idea that I want to say off camera because I don't want to give it away. But I would love if you would come and be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know.
Maybe
Just gotta let me know the date. Once
October the 26th. We going from midnight to midnight.
Okay,
it's gonna be turned up.
We can take a look.
So you know what I mean. And with that being said, thank you, sir. Once again,
no problem.
You know how much I love you. I appreciate you.
Make sure y'all check out the OG one, and make sure y'all, if you're a fan of Baltimore music, you're a fan of Baltimore history, go on this channel, look at the previous videos. Check it out. If you really want to get into the history, share it with a friend. If you got a son that's doing music now, or a daughter that's doing music now, and you talking to him like, yeah, I used to listen to Dookie Man, I used to listen to Paula Cam, I used to listen to Mighty Mark, right? Like, share the interview with them so they can check it out, clip up. You can even clip up your best part and post it and just tag VVC.
There you go.
Share this content. If you're really about the history, let's share it and let's get it out there.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. Yo, much success. I want you to keep growing. I want you to keep becoming the super mega millionaire you're going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Wish that upon me. It's not there yet.
It's happening, bro. Ain't no wish. It's on its way.
I need it.
You know what I mean? Because people like you, the reason why I love rooting for people like you is that you keep the door open for the next generation, bro. Every time I see you get to a different place, I see you opening the door. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get it out. Get it cracking. Yeah. And like, I just love people like you, bro. We need that more and more and more. We need to continue to support, and we got to continue to uplift each other and tell each other stories. So like, thank you again for everything you've done. You know what I mean? Thank you for like everything you're going to be doing and you're doing now, bro. And if you ever need me, I ain't nothing but a phone call away. I ain't nothing but a phone call. You don't need me to come bust heads or whatever. I'll come drop an elbow. You know what I mean? If you need somebody to go to the WWF shit with you, I'll go. I'll roll out with you.
I got you.
All right. Any shout outs you want to give or social medias? That you got everything out?
You can follow me at I Am Mighty Mark. Website mightymarkadventures.com. Shout out to Light. Shout out to God, man.
That's lit. That was hard. This is your boy JS Wanna Supply. This is VVC Live, Aries Lounge. We are out of here. Peace.
All right. Cool.
Damn.
That's all
right. End the recording, sir. There you go.